Alright guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So the New York Jets just wrapped up their first joint practice with the Green Bay Packers. And man, before we jump into, the kind of the recap of what happened today, I mean, what an absolute luxury it is. We talked a little bit about this before, kind of previewing the joint practices, but to have an opportunity for a team coming off of a 2-win season, tons of youth all around, offensively and defensively. We're looking at the coaching staff as well. Robert Saleh, first time being a head coach, same with Mike LaFleur as OC. For the Jets to have this opportunity is crazy. To be practicing with a team that was one play away from potentially being in the Super Bowl last season. There's so much that can be learned here. So when we take a look at what happened in today's practice, I feel like the big thing, kind of the headliner here is pass protection. Pass protection struggled mightily. It struggled big time. According to Connor Hughes, Zach Wilson went 12 of 23. His wide receivers had 2 drop passes and he was sacked 7 times. 7 times. Okay. Obviously, we need to get that number down. Clearly, okay? There was a lot of things happening. Morgan Moses went down with an injury. He ended up coming back, so all is well on that front. But, man, pass protection will be huge. But I'll say this. We take a look at the Green Bay Packers, where they're at right now. Again, they went deep into the playoffs last year. They were fantastic in the regular season. That defense has so much talent. So much talent, specifically on the defensive line. Kenny Clark, Za'Darius Smith, Preston Smith. On the back end, Adrian Amos, one of my favorite players in the league, Darnell Savage, Jerry Alexander. I believe they actually just acquired Yadam as well from the New York Giants, so it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. But this New York Jets team is going up against a very formidable opponent here in practice. And at the end of the day, and we're going to keep circling back to this point, I don't want to say it's a good thing that the Jets are struggling or it's a good thing that Zach Wilson's getting sacked, because by no means is that a good thing. But we can take these experiences and store them in the vault and learn from them. That's the point of practice at the end of the day. That's why this is so awesome and why this is so beneficial, because we can take what's happening here, learn from it, and move forward. Because of joint practices, teams, specifically the Jets here, can now identify areas of improvement, areas of weakness on the team that you might not have picked up on in a normal practice setting. So when you're playing with a team as talented, as well coached as the Green Bay Packers, yeah, they're probably going to expose some things. So with that said, we just need to take it in stride, take it as a learning moment, and move forward. The starting offense, first 2 drives, they went 3 and out. So obviously there's some things that, we need to improve on here. But as far as the defense is concerned, here's where things start to look up. Okay, Carl Lawson yet again records another sack. Can Lawson be stopped? Is there anybody in the league that can stop Carl Lawson? I would say at this point, probably not. I mean, the guy gets multiple sacks every single practice. The dude's virtually unstoppable so far. I mean, he was great in the Giant performance. Even though it was one drive, he still just popped off the screen, just flying off the line of scrimmage. It was insane. Okay, so can Carl Lawson continue this path of dominance? I really, really hope so. And let's see if it, translates, of course, to tomorrow and then of course on game day. But man, Lawson looked great. Bryce Huff, on the other hand, had a sack. He was fantastic against the New York Giants. He had 2 sacks against the Giants. Overall, the defensive line in that Saturday game against New York, they had 10 quarterback hits, so the D-line got after it. Let's see if this D-line can continue to get after it against this Packers O-line. But, man, and then, of course, when we take a look at the cornerback position, Bryce Hall and Bless Austin, there were some positive plays, there were some negative plays, but all in all, this is a huge test for the outside corners here. Both guys are really young. Both guys have playing experience. Okay, we saw a lot of Bryce Hall last year. Obviously, a lot of Bless Austin over the course of the last 2 years. 2 players that I'm excited about. 2 players that I'm really excited to see flourish and grow in this Saleh system. Obviously, a lot to prove, and they have a lot of responsibility here. But this 2-day period is a big test. It's a big test. And then, of course, on game day as well. But again, there was some good, there was some bad. And when you're going up against Rodgers, I mean, there's really not much you can do. The guy is elite. The guy is crazy. Rodgers, I can't, there's not enough good things to say about Aaron Rodgers for me personally, but to have that opportunity to go one-on-one against Rodgers here, I mean, from Bless Austin's point of view, from Bryce Hall's point of view, I mean, you can't ask for a better challenge. You can't ask for a better practice run. It's not a regular season game. There's no, there's no sort of strings attached here. Yeah, you're still competing for a spot. Nothing is set in stone. You're the guaranteed starter, but, this is practice. So valuable reps here. So in its entirety, there was a lot that didn't go well for the Jets today. But the silver lining, the light at the end of the tunnel, the flip side of the situation is that these joint practice situations, this 2-day period, is one big learning experience. So it's not the end of the world. Let's pack it in today. Let's see how we look tomorrow. It'll be huge. Tomorrow is a massive day. Cannot wait to see it. Cannot wait. I literally cannot wait. New York Jets football is back, and I'm totally pumped up about it. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Is it time to panic? Are you freaking out about Zach Wilson's performance today? The pass protection, obviously the Morgan Moses injury, but thankfully he was back in there. But definitely a scare. Definitely a huge scare. We had the Alex Lewis retirement earlier today, and I mean, the Jets are down a couple guys in the O-line. You know, Cam Clark, he had that devastating injury. I'm really excited that he's going to make, or he's expected to make that full recovery. But, you know, Moses and obviously Elijah Vera-Tucker, he's dealing with an injury. We're down a couple guys. Let's see if Joe Douglas adds a player like Nick Easton or David DeCastro or something like that, a DJ Fluker to that guard room over the next couple of days. It'll be interesting. But anyway, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching. And as always, go Jets.